Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The village of Emmerdale was tense. A chilling silence had fallen over Home Farm, broken only by the occasional distant bark of a dog or the whisper of the wind through the sprawling estate. Inside, Moira Barton sat alone, her fingers trembling slightly as she traced the rim of her teacup. Every nerve in her body screamed at her to act. Tate had taken so much from her, her peace, her trust, her happiness, and now, after years of manipulation and lies, he had pushed her too far. The memories flooded back, the countless times Joe had smirked while twisting the knife into the Barton family, the way he had exploited Andy's loyalty, and worst of all, the cruel games he had played with her heart. Moira's jaw tightened as she recalled the nights she had cried alone in the kitchen, desperate to hold herself together while Joe strutted around the village like a king in his gilded cage. But now, Moira wasn't just angry, she was determined. Across the village, whispers had already started. The locals had seen the tension building for weeks. Charity had noticed Moira's restlessness and had tried, in her quiet way, to warn her off the path of revenge, but Moira's mind was made up. The Barton matriarch knew one thing: Joe had underestimated her. He always had, and that would be his downfall. That night, as the sun dipped below the Yorkshire hills and bathed the village in gold, Moira slipped into the shadows. Her eyes, steely and unyielding, scanned the perimeter of Home Farm. Joe's car gleamed under the streetlights, parked carelessly outside. He thought he was untouchable, but Moira had a plan, one that would finally put an end to his reign of terror. Inside the house, Joe leaned back in his chair, a glass of whiskey in hand, unaware of the storm about to descend. Moira's silhouette appeared in the doorway, a shadow with a mission. Her voice was calm, almost eerily so. "Joe," she said, stepping into the room, "we need to talk." Joe's smirk faltered slightly, the first crack in his facade. "Moira, I didn't expect you here," he said, though his confidence didn't quite reach his eyes. "Oh, Joe," she murmured, taking a slow step closer, "you've spent years playing with people's lives. Tonight, you face the consequences." What happened next would shock the village. In a heart-stopping confrontation, Moira revealed all of Joe's secrets, all of his manipulations, to everyone who had suffered because of him. The lies unraveled in front of his very eyes. His charm, his arrogance, his threats, they were meaningless now. Moira's courage and resilience shone brighter than any deceit Joe had ever wielded. Outside Home Farm, villagers had gathered, drawn by the commotion. Their faces reflected relief, awe, and a kind of vindicated hope. Fans watching from their screens were quick to react, flooding social media with pleas. "Finally, let Moira end Joe Tate once and for all. She's the hero we needed. Justice for the Bartons." By the end of the night, Joe Tate was left to reckon with the consequences of his actions. Moira walked away, not with a sense of victory born of vengeance, but with a quiet strength that spoke volumes. She had survived, she had fought, and most importantly, she had reclaimed her life. In Emmerdale, some battles are fought with fists, some with cunning, but the bravest are won with heart, and Moira Barton had just reminded everyone why she was not someone to be underestimated. As the village settled into a peaceful night, one thing was clear: Joe Tate's days of terror were over, and Moira's resolve had inspired an entire community to believe in justice once again.